Good afternoon. Another trading day journal. Really boring one today. So kind of been defining and just nailing down my pre-market work today. So sort of varying in sort of historic market data, so the Asia and the London lows and highs, just marking on the charts to understand where liquidity might sweep. Myself a couple of weeks ago would hate the way I'm talking right now because it's almost in too much financial jargon. That's a secret, I think, to trading, is all these different acronyms and different ways of masking words with shorthand. But regardless, pre-market work really. You can see on the screen, it isn't pre-market on the screen, I don't think. What are we working with? No, it was market open. So I was sort of going for marking out my orb, my original range breakout on the 15-minute chart. I was just going to sort of chase any openings that aligned with my sentiment and fair value gaps that I found, or just go straight through. Not being, like I said a minute ago, not being afraid to not take a trade. It's not a cash grab. This isn't. It's studying. Lines on a chart. So it's good to not suffer from FOMO. But always defining an edge and adding to it. So what did I say? I did kind of pre-market work. Sentiment is always going to be defined. Marking out highs and lows. Order blocks as well. So I've been kind of trying to understand order blocks and add that to my game as well. Can be used quite well in conjunction with fair value gaps. So be good to understand them. But again, I'm not just going to apply something that I don't know or don't understand to my edge, because naturally, if I can't back it from my own perspective, then I'm not going to start using it as my basis to define an area where I'd move into. But just bringing it all together, improving sort of my indications on the chart as well, adjusting to stop losses and take profits, and where they would sit in the current climate where I'm going to try and enter a trade. For example, if a fair value gap was a bit smaller and I wasn't too comfortable with expecting a lot of price to move away from it, and just adding in that edge really. Overall, massively quiet day. Hopefully I'll get the potential trade that I missed on this recording, just so I can kind of see how the confluences lined up, and we can make essentially a living from this, because I think that's everyone's end goal, right? Is to make a living. So overall, choppy day, didn't enter, but still useful nevertheless. Just trying to think if there's anything else from my notes. No, I think just adding those indicators to the bias. When I say indicators, I don't mean indicators like that. I mean just adding more layers to the bias. Following a routine. Don't get sucked into trades. Learning from mistakes, and understand that at the moment trading in this market, it is obviously the date's the 7th of April 2025. Very choppy markets, and everyone's suffering at the moment due to the tariff. So it's good to practice in these environments, because then you're ready for the more normal volatility, the more normal moves, and we can react as such. So I'll let this play out, and hopefully I've learned from this. But all good.